harvest total, you've got 2 large-sized trees of your choice. Come on out this week and check the deals all over this 5.5-acre garden. Summer annuals, pick up a flat of 18 for just $19.99. Citrus bushes as low as $24.99. Citrus trees just $69.99. Don't miss their fabulous new section of yard and garden decor. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, keeping Ocala green and growing for 70 years.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Everyone's favorite time of year is here. Yep, it's Christmas in July at Blockers Furniture in Ocala. Old St. Nick just stopped by Blockers for its mid-year drop-off of savings, including sectionals starting as low as $19 per month. Save up to $700 on select queen bed with dresser and mirror sets. Mattresses starting at just $3.99 and more. Plus a free Christmas tree with purchase of $6.99 or more while supplies last. It's Christmas in July at Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala. BlockersFurniture.com. See Blockers for complete offer details.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Tuesday. You know, we've talked about this numerous times. Florida's property insurance and the crisis the market is in. Steep rise in insurance costs, insurers facing billions in losses from natural disaster, and, believe me, out of control litigation costs. Randy Ray, who is a member and past president of the Capital City Republican Club, he joins us again, as he's done so many times, to talk about this serious crisis. Randy, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning to you, Tom. And I'll tell you, it is out of control, so much so that the governor called a special session. They dealt with a few things regarding insurance, mainly the symptoms. And I believe it will be, if not the number one issue, certainly near the top of the list on the upcoming legislative agenda. It has to be, because there's coming a day when we're not going to be able to get insurance in the state of Florida.
Well, we talked about it last time you were with us, that the citizens insurance, which was set up by the legislature to be a last-ditch alternative if you couldn't get insurance anywhere else, is fast becoming the only insurance option for a lot of Floridians. You said, I believe last time you had the statistic, that sometime in the very near future, over 1 million Floridians might be using the last-ditch insurance option, citizens, instead of actual other insurance from companies. Did I get that stat right?
Yeah, you did. 18 months ago, Citizens had about 450,000 customers. Today, they have over 900,000 customers. So it's just a hop and a skip to 1 million. And that's just shocking. It really is.
Because this was created by the legislature as a stopgap method. It was not created to be the insurance carrier for the state.
Exactly. I think I told you about some folks that I knew moving down from Pennsylvania, and they bought a house in South Florida, and the house was 11 years old, and they could not. And by the way, this is interesting. This house did not have an asphalt shingle roof. It had one of those tile roofs, but they still could not get an insurance on it. And I've been trying to advise them as to different people that they might reach out and call, but they had already determined, well, it looks like that they're going to have to go with Citizens. Now, that's a brand new resident to the state of Florida coming in, buying a house that's only 11 years old, feeling like their only recourse is to go with Citizens. That is just way too much pressure on Citizens. And if we have a really big hurricane year, which I hope we don't, I hope all hurricanes stay at sea. But if we have a big hurricane year, then Citizens is going to get hit like never before because they're bigger than ever before.
Yeah, it looks like a vicious cycle setting up. Let me ask you this. I was talking to, after we had you on last time, and you explained just exactly how the fraud cases work, where lawyers get involved with roofers who get the power of attorney signed over to them, and then they go to a lawyer, and the lawyer puts a $175,000 lawsuit on the insurance companies, and then they drag their feet because the insurance company only have a finite time to get these resolved. So they drag their feet and force the insurance companies to settle for somewhere around $150,000, $175,000, which is what they asked for. They put a $25,000 roof on the homeowner's house, and then the rest of the money gets divided between the roofer and the attorney. I told a real estate agent that that's how the scam works. She originally thought it was just they would come in and not replace plywood. They say they need to replace plywood. They say they need to do this and that, but they don't, but they charge for it anyway. She thought that was the extent of the scam, and she didn't realize that lawyers are getting uber wealthy off this. So I told you this story before we came on the air, and you told me a staggering stat that's got me with my mouth open.
Well, yeah, between 2013 and 2020, that's a 7-year period of time, Florida's property insurers paid out $15 billion.
That's billion with a B.
That's billion with a B. That is a lot of money, much more than anyone would win in a home run derby. So anyway, $15 billion with a B, and of that $15 billion, 71% of it was paid to attorneys.
71% of $15 billion paid
to
attorneys.
Yeah,
what?
That blows your mind, doesn't it? Yeah. I know. That's absolutely insane. But that is the atmosphere that we're in, and there has to be some serious reform done if this is going to be reduced.
Randy,
let me say this.
Randy,
yes.
Let me ask you: are you telling me $10.65 billion went just to attorney fees?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Holy shnikes, Batman!
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's really, I think it's a blight on our state, and I will tell you this: this creates a serious problem for insurance companies. Insurance companies are not public charities. They're just like the store down the street. They operate for a profit. And when they can't operate for a profit, they can't operate.
They close. They leave the state.
And to the tune of now, we've got we're well over 15 in the last 2 years. I think 5 in the last 6 months. One, and I know we discussed this, but I've got a little perspective for you. One in Tallahassee called Southern Fidelity totally went out of business. It went belly up. That left 80,000 customers in need. Now, here's a perspective, because I know the people in the villages listen to you, and you've got a lot of loyal listeners there. The villages has about 80,000 people. So imagine that every man and woman living in the villages needed to go find insurance right now. I mean, today. That's exactly what the bankruptcy of one insurance company has done to the state of Florida. And of that 80,000 in the villages that might have to go and find that insurance, fictitiously, well, a large number of them are going to end up at Citizens. And the reason they're going to end up at Citizens is because they have a roof that's older than 10 years old, and no commercial carrier will touch them with a 10-foot pole, because either they're going to they're going to go with Citizens, or they're going to buy a new roof before they get insurance. And quite honestly, my advice to a lot of people would be, look, if your roof is within a couple of years of replacing, go ahead and just put a new roof on anyway and curtail the headache.
Well, let me ask you this, Randy. We got about 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
What can, if listeners are listening to this today, what can the listeners do to get involved to try to help solve this problem?
Okay, a few things. First of all, they need to go to CALA.com. That's Citizens Against Lawsuit Abuse.com, CALA.com. Sign up for the newsletter, become a participant in that. And then they need to talk to or write to or in some way get with their state representative or state senator, because there are some things that need to be done. The assignment of benefits law needs some serious reform. That is really the reason that all of this is able to be done, is that on the spot, on the front porch or in the living room, that homeowner signs away their benefits to a roofer, who in turn assigns it to an attorney. And so that begins, they can do whatever they want apart from the homeowner, and the homeowner never knows. There needs to be a cooling off period. I thought about this the other day. You have these signs for silver alerts and amber alerts. Put a scam alert on those signs. Yeah, lots of education, and let people know what the true cost of putting a roof on the house is. Yes, costs are going up, but the real issue needs to be, they need to dig the root out, and the root is the assignment of benefits.
Give them that email address one more time.
Okay, CALA.com, Tom, and I appreciate you letting us come on today, and I really hope your listeners will get involved, and I'll come back and talk to you again if you'd like.
Randy Ray, talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Yep. We'll be right back with Carol Ann Baldwin after this timeout.
USA Radio News with Lance Pride.
Some 40 million Americans are under heat alerts due to dangerous and intense, potentially record-breaking heat across the plains and Mississippi Valley. That's expected to continue into the southeast this week.